Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. We're about to get on the way to this very cool place. I actually want to begin this stream though by showing you guys a super cool video that I made yesterday with just kind of some of the moments from Distant Worlds 3 so far. So here goes.
This is crazy.
to say this is one of those moments where I'm like, I'm pretty happy that I win on this expedition. Yeah. All of this stuff. Yeah, so I hope you guys like that little compilation video, and well, without further ado, let's get to flying. So it pained me a little bit to switch here at the beginning from my beloved Anaconda, that you also saw a lot of in the video there, to this, the newest ship in Elite Dangerous, the Caspian Explorer, only recently brought into the game and already carving out a real name for itself as the superior exploration ship. Kind of an Anaconda killer in that sense also, as it used to be the Jumpconda, you know, the king of all the ships at one point in time. But now we have the Caspian, and the Caspian of course has a upgraded SEO drive, which led us to longer, much more stable SEO jumps. And it just so happened that there is a beautiful spot that we discovered here on Distant Worlds yesterday, to a kind of an eerie, mysterious system where a friend of mine, Jules, actually, you see me flying with him, found a Thargoid probe. So that might actually be the furthest away from Earth anyone's ever found a Thargoid probe. We're researching if it's actually the furthest, not 100% confirmed on that, but it's definitely one of the furthest ever found. And a very interesting set of planets, and one in particular, an ammonia gas giant, which would be, you know, the kind of home world that the Thargoids prefer. So it's a real, like, potential, you know, maybe invasion target perhaps once upon a time. And it takes some work to get there because it's a 550 something light second SEO jump over there, which is right at the range also of a pretty big tank for the Caspian. In the Anaconda I had to actually, I wasn't able to make the full SEO jump with that. Now I got this Caspian literally on the day the expedition started in the morning. I felt, better actually should bring the ship that was kind of meant maybe for this expedition, and I managed to upgrade it with the mats that I still had, managing it up to I think 35 light years maximum. So, you know, not great jump range, not for a Caspian by a long shot, but still respectable enough to be able to use it and actually move around here and use it for exploration. And for ground exploration, it's also been a great ship. One small downside is the profile is so large that there are very few places where you can easily manually land, and I do all my landings manually. I don't have a landing computer on board even ever, and it's been a real pain in the ass landing the Caspian on places where, you know, you would 100% land an Anaconda there, but because it's a bit more wider profile, it's just hard to park this sucker. Anyway, so we have I think 8 jumps to go until we get to the actual star. So we're going to begin with that. Then I'm going to charge up the tanks completely, and then we have to make the 500 something light second jump from that star to its sister star, which we cannot reach with the jump. So yeah, it's going to be a long, very cool SEO jump. Let's see if I can time it all perfectly to make it in one big hop. I got heat sinks on board in case we get hot. I don't know. I haven't jumped the Caspian this long ever, so I am really genuinely curious to see how the ship is going to take this challenge. I have a big fuel scoop on this, but I have, I think, level 5 tank, so it's pretty good, but it's not super huge. I think I should be able to make it on one tank. Let's hope we don't need the fuel rats today, but I think it'll be okay. And yeah, a beautiful, very fun ship. I would say that in VR it probably has the best cockpits. I was a bit skeptical, but actually, well, what happened, why I decided to get one is Jules had one, and we were flying to the actual event together, me Anaconda. And then at some point for like a joint mission, I hopped on board with him on his Caspian, and we flew to some system together. So I got to see the cockpit in VR, you know, for myself. And I was just so impressed with how this whole front window works. It's much different when you're actually sitting in it in VR than when you kind of see it in the picture. It feels like it would be very constraining because you can't really see out the sides. But it's actually not bad at all. The visibility both up and down is crazy. So it's a fantastically designed cockpit. Really epic views in VR. So when we get to the asteroid belt around the ammonia gas giant today, you'll see that. Like it's that very dark, sort of dimly lit asteroid belt, and it's gonna be beautiful seeing that from the cockpit of the Caspian. Tiny refueling while we're at it. Oof. Thanks for the fuel. Yeah, so for those watching, we're on distant worlds, so we are flying near the end of the Milky Way galaxy. So if you see the Milky Way here in the shots, that is seeing the full disk from the side, what it looks like. So you don't see any of the clouds; it's just a complete clear disk of stars. But the flip side is that there are almost no stars around here in the sky. And we're here. I think we're jumping into the system now. Ammonia giant, we're here. Okay. Perfect. Well, let me park the Caspian right here so she can recharge. See, this is so you can just, you know, do your navigation while she's refueling. Let's see. Are we here? Yes. Okay, we are in the right place. And where are we going? We're going here. Okay. Almost there. Refueling at 308 tons a second is pretty nice. Okay. This is going to be interesting. How long will we be able to keep SEOing until we have to stop? Will we make it all the way there? 525 light seconds. 16 days. Well, I mean, you know, we're already picking up speed, but of course, it's not like SEO speed. Okay, well, 525 light seconds. At almost 5 days, here we go. Oh man, look at that. Look at that stability. Like, but how long will it stay stable? And will she overheat? Okay, see the first little distortions coming. So far, so good. I mean, damn, we've already done 100 light years and we're just beginning. Fuel is looking good. Look at that. She's eating up the miles. Wow. We're in the complete dark here. No stars near us. So we got... Oh, wow. Oh, I'm beginning to think we might actually make this work. Wow. Oh, we're getting some more distortion, but heat is good. Fuel is good. We already covered almost 250 light years here, over light seconds, sorry. Okay, we're getting some more little quarks. Temperature is rising. Let's just get the heat sink in. First heat sink pumping. Fuel good. Okay, heat's rising again. Oh, we got more heat sinks, so. Wow. Come on, come on. The steering is something else. Like, you can actually keep her stable, but it takes some work. She does want to go. Almost approaching half fuel. 300 light seconds just to go. Almost going to drop the next heat sink. I think I'm just going to let her run a little hot to really go red. Okay. This is fuel start, so I won't be stuck, but my god is it going to be close. Everything is holding, heat is good. Whoa, this is what this ship was made to do. Oh no! Oh, come on! Oh! Oh my. Oh, we get a network kick. Ah! Okay, well, that'll be interesting to see where we get now. Oh, wow. Can you believe that? Elite Dangerous, what are you doing to me, man? What are you doing to me? Okay, I'm here full fuel again, so I am going to guess that I'm back at the original star. Yeah, no, I'm not the original star again. Oh my, we have to do this again? We get prevented by an actual network error. Aye. Aye. Okay, well, we're near full fuel, so at least that's fair shake. But this time, of course, we're starting... okay. Okay, well, we now know that it's pretty much going to be possible. Here we go. Attempt number 2. Will the server actually allow us to get there? That could be a thing, actually, that it's actually not possible that there's some kind of data thing. Okay, let's pick up a little bit more speed again before I push the SEO button. Okay, here we go. Speeding up again towards 2,000 times the speed of light. Oh, it's crazy to do that from actually standing still. And if anybody's wondering, no, I don't have maxed out thrusters or anything like special on here, but I assume that this is actually just the max speed. I don't know if your thruster capacity actually has any influence on this level, but that'd be an interesting question actually. Somebody to ask. Okay, heat is starting to build. First little thing starting. Getting near heat sink level. Okay. First heat sink. 3 minutes of SEO left if we make it. And stable at 2,000 light seconds. Sorry, light years. You can see the planet group growing. Then of course we get the question of will we be able to brake in time? But that'll be the second problem. First we have to get there. We're doing good. It feels like we're doing even better on fuel than last time, but we'll see. Okay, again, we're down 200 light seconds. So few stars. It's almost like being on Earth, like in a big city when you look up and you see almost nothing. Oh, here we go. Okay. I have one more heatsink after this. Well, two more in total.
Heatsink deployed.
Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, 300 light seconds passed. Very much like, you know, skiing fast and just trying to keep course while the inertia keeps you forward. But she definitely does want to dance. Look at that fuel level. Where do I dare go? How far do I dare go, huh? I mean, it's still 120 light seconds to go. That's a long distance without SEO. Or without fuel. Okay. Oh, is she going to make it or not? I don't know. I don't know. We'll get there. 40 seconds. It's gonna come down to it.
Heatsink deployed. Main fuel tank low.
Main fuel tank low. 30 seconds. I think we're not gonna make it. I think I'm gonna have to pull it here. Come on, 10 seconds. Oh my god. I don't want to have to call the fuel rats here. No, I gotta call it 6 seconds. Within 7 seconds. Ooh, get me there, get me there. Come on, inertia, get me there. Yeah, we should have enough fuel, but I mean, down to 40 seconds. That is pretty good if you ask me. Wow, what a ride. Well, we know she can do it. Nearly 520. I stopped about 5 light seconds short. So nearly 320, 520 light seconds covered. Wow. On a single tank, in a single SEO jump. Very cool. Okay, the quarry is in sight. Time to start decelerating very hard. Yeah, I can see the ring. It's just as dark as the last time I was there. Hello. So we found Thargoid probes, quite a few of them, in this system yesterday, or the day before actually. And of course often you find Thargoid probes in ammonia world, and this is an ammonia filled gas giant. So this is exactly the type of planet that our arch enemy in this thing loves. Now, as far as I know, there are no targets around here. Woe on me if there are, because I have no weapons here that could do anything to them. But still, it's kind of cool to visit kind of one of their places, and one of the places that they have a real, or had a real interest in. So that's pretty cool. That's where the Caspian really shines. You know, there's no other ship that gives you that. Yeah, that's the Caspian magic right there. That is why you want a Caspian. So you can do this. Let's slow down slowly. At the end of the universe, knowing that there has been Thargoids here recently, Personally, I imagine that if we ever find the Thargoid homeworld, that it will be an asteroid belt, something like this, but just filled with, you know, their homes on asteroids, and just, you know, 100 million Thargoids, like a whole belt of a planet full of Thargoids, basically. That's how I personally imagine what the homeworld of the Thargoids is going to be, you know, what it's going to look like. And it will be more or less exactly around a planet like this, probably with similar, you know, kind of lighting dynamics, like maybe a bit more green, a lot more caustic around, but basically a caustic version of a ring like this. Just look at the menacing of that gas giant overhead. VR is awesome. VR is awesome. Seriously. Like Indians used to draw, you know, paintings of stars on rocks. That was like their form of imagination. And we do this. Like, we have the experience of actually being there. Like, and having it look so close to real and being in full 3D, man, just undescribable. Do I actually have a fighter on board? I have a fighter on board. A bit risky though, since I don't have a crew on board to steer the mothership. Well, could do if I park the mothership here and just tell it to stay exactly put.
Fighter deployment
That
sequence
should be fine.
initiated. Mothership holding position.
When you're in a small ship, you get such a different perspective of this type of place. Yeah. Like if you would be fighting Thargoids in a place like this, then it would be far more, you know, like this. Maneuvering around. Where is the gas giant? How to lose a gas giant? Oh, there it is. No, that's the sunny side of the gas giant. This is not sunny side of the gas giant. In my opinion, that's the alien, the Thargoid side. Ammonia gas giant. Let's get back, shall we? Then we have to refuel at the local star. I shouldn't actually stay out here too long with a almost bingo fuel tank, because it still takes fuel. Would be so a me thing to do to then run out of fuel. Yeah, you made the jump, but yeah, then I was hanging out in that asteroid field and I forgot to refuel the mothership before. Always cool to see your main ship from the perspective of your fighter. I mean, you know, it's easy to see the Star Trek references, and I mean, you just saw her go nearly 500 light seconds, like, no problem. So in that sense, the ship is definitely living up to the name. Okay.
Item retrieval sequence initiated.
Honey, I'm home.
Item docking sequence initiated.
And we're back. Nice sound also. But everybody knows that if FDev does anything well, it's the sound design of everything. So wow, the lighting on this asteroid belt is just something else. Well, let's see about meeting the local gas star. And yes, we let's see. How far is that exact? Okay. Very. Oh. Well, that was a fitting prize for the effort of making the jump, so
Frameshift drive charging.
that was cool. That was cool. Now let's refuel. I'm not gonna SEO it, I'm just gonna take a nice, safe ride to the star. Not a big gas giant here in the neighborhood. Kind of cool to do it the old-fashioned way also in the Caspian. Even this way, she's pretty fast. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Now for the slowing down. Can we swirl around this sun gracefully in one time, or are we gonna overshoot and make a loop of fame? We'll see. A red dwarf in the system as well. say that that was a pretty nice sundock there. Big tank, so that's going to take a while. That's what I was looking for. Like, where do I park the Caspian, you know, to recharge? But with the perfect view, and I think I found it. This is why the Caspian. Almost 3 tons, and still look at how long it takes for the, like, we use so much fuel, like an insane amount of fuel, enough fuel to cover like an insane distance if regularly used. But a very cool experiment nonetheless. Okay, well, while this refueling happens, why don't you guys take a look at this awesome trailer that I made? Here we go. Trading my gun aiming skills right here. I haven't fought target in a while, so I gotta practice something. And this Cobra is perfect for target practice.
crazy.
To say this is one of those moments where I'm like, I'm pretty happy that I win on this expedition. Yeah. All of this stuff. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that, and well, we're back, and we just got fully refueled, so had a nice little break here, and we're right in between the two stars, hanging out here in the Caspian now, which again, I mean, I'm looking at 3 stars at the same time, and I'm comfortable and not overheating. I mean, what more can you want from a modern caravan? Let's see. So next step, what I want to do is, so this is the moon that Jules discovered the alien artifacts on earlier. So since we're here, since the last time we checked, they weren't there anymore. Which I don't know if that's common if you find target probes that once they found that they then disappear after. I thought that maybe they'd stay, but they were gone last time. So I'm very curious to see what will happen this time. If they're there or not. Like it's not like a big deal if they are there or anything like that. It's just cool that this is as far as we know, the furthest from Earth that anyone has ever found a Thargoid probe. There's a few people who said that maybe there's one been found even a little bit further, but yeah, it would be hard because we are still pretty close to Beagle Point. So and it's definitely not many found in these areas. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I think it's the only one that's been found, as far as I know, during Distant Worlds 3 so far. I mean, I don't think that it's like significant in any story-related way or anything like that, probably. But still, it's a cool find, and it was quite interesting to Jules found it, and he called me over, and to go into orbit and suddenly see you know, alien signal or non-human signal in your navigation thing. It's like, okay, you know, kind of used to seeing that, but I haven't seen it for months as we've been exploring here, and then all of a sudden it's boom, it's there, and you just reminded like, no, they're here too. So that was kind of cool. Another two dist giants here. Very cool place. And a 500 light second SEO jump or a very long regular super cruise trip is needed to get here. So it's kind of, you know, a cool place that is hard to get to. Hello planet, hello Milky Way. Damn, y'all look good. You can see this kind of very cool secondary moon here that is orbiting quite fast, but it also looks super alien. So one of the probes we found it, and it was like this planet was right over it, as if it was staged, like right on the kind of the horizon. Such a, hey, oh my, hey, well, okay, so here we go. There is a non-human signature again. Okay, so I got no weapons. Well, I mean, I got a single laser on board of this thing, so I'm not fighting anyone. But yeah, there it is. Well, we got it on video, so it's back and it's on the night side, which is interesting. And it's terrible that I'm here in the Caspian, because I know already from having been down on this planet that the terrain is terrible for landing the Caspian, and so in the night that is going to be not fun at all. But here we go. Let's see if this is another Thargoid probe. Let's we're still too high up to see anything, but we got night vision on. Let's hope it's good terrain where I can land. It'd be so cool to find another Thargoid probe. Okay, you can see some of the ground. Good again to have a Caspian. Oh yeah, so quite mountainous. The Caspian can go really low, but I'm fine with this. Terrain looks terrible. This is exactly the terrain that you do not want when you are flying a Caspian Explorer. And it seems that it is right in a kind of oh yeah, this is gonna be like a, I'm gonna have to go climb there maybe. But I can't see it from my suit, so that's gonna be okay, well, let's see if I can land anywhere here. There seems to be some sandy patch here. It's all jagged hills, like exactly not what you want for this ship. Maybe this little like sandy patch here might be like in this direction, like just maybe big enough. Then we're landing like right on top of it, so that would... Ah! Ooh, ooh, ooh. I saw a flicker of hope there. Yeah. Come on, what do you want me? Oh. Oh. More down, what do we do? What do we do? Come on. Come on. I know you're here somewhere. Yes. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, no. Here we know here. Yeah. No. Come on. Yeah, come on. This is what you get. Like you get this sort of like, I want to land. I'm telling you, I'm giving you hope that you can land here, but then it's like, you get this. Yeah. Come on, like this is so stupid. Ah, no, this is some kind of bug. That's not gonna work there. Let's see if we can manage it here on a little bit more flatter area. Oh, further still. Yeah. Okay, come on. Oh. Just get a little bit lucky with this sort of like press the button game. It's like, yes! Okay, well the shield will be back. No worries about that. Let's take this out. Let's see this thing. Live to the Thargoid alien probe, hopefully. Turn off the lights. Go SRV. Yeah, so the problem is that I cannot actually see the thing like in the visor. There's no actual way to have like a data point for this thing, so that makes it a bit of a just guessing game from here. Huh? I mean, I know it's very close, like right on this hill, but okay, well, let's do this on foot. Okay. Ah, there it is. Okay, that is good to know. Temperature is okay. And there it is. Yeah, that is 100%. Another Thargoid probe. Some loose bits. Okay. Well, okay, let's risk hopping in VR here. Come on. Yes. Oh, that's great. Let's you guys can see the balloon better. Okay. Better without the lights, I think, most of the time. So, another Thargoid probe found at the end of the Milky Way, and it's definitely ongoing. So there's ongoing, like this wasn't here yesterday, so there's definitely ongoing probe dropping happening in this area, which is actually I was thinking because I need to, I'm going to try to collect the parts, but I need to break it apart for that. Let's see if that actually, oh, I need to change my perspective here to see what I'm shooting at. See if I can shoot these bits off. Don't think so. I think I have to shoot it with the car. This is the good old-fashioned perspective way. Yeah, so that's not like doing anything. Like there are already some parts broken off, but we need a little truck for this. Cool. While we're at it. Ooh. Come on, perspective shift. Yes, okay. So let's... because this is kind of cool. These kind of night situations, doubly so. Take a quick look at the night Caspian, which is cool. Here we can't see any of the environment, but I bet as soon as we get out of the beams that the night's not going to be so black. Put the gun away. Just get the eyes to adjust. Oh no, it is really dark in here. The gravity. Oh, not too bad. Here we are. Nice kind of different look at the cockpit from up here. So Star Trek. Oh. Very cool. Okay, let's do this. Let's get the alien thing on board. Where's the truck? There it is. Because I think I'm supposed to shoot it with my truck. Hello? Yes. Okay, we're still here. The perspective changes are not hard for the game. It turns out that's a Windows 11 thing. So FDEF is not to blame. It's some kind of GPU Windows 11 stuff. Let's see. Ah, there we have it. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's not really doing it. Or is it? Well, there are some bits around, so let's just... we'll just collect the bits that are around. I don't know, maybe it's not... oh, there, one other one maybe broke off. So it's the sensor fragment. There we go. Another one. Here's another... oh, there. I didn't really see them break off, but I guess they do. See, even here at the end of the universe, we are fighting we California Nebula folk are fighting the good fight, no matter where we go. Okay, well, I mean, I think that's all the bits that I could take, so doesn't seem to be any more. So yeah, we're just gonna say bye to the strange alien device and call it a successful mission. And so if the same thing, well, if the same thing happens that happened before, then when I get back in the ship, there will likely be another probe location on the map all of a sudden. Because that's what happened last time, that we got the one, and then once we got the one, we went back into orbit, and then boom, there was another one. So let's see. Can't see anything with these light beams. So I'm very curious to see if this is actually going to, yeah, wow. If it's actually going to yield a second result in the daylight, because that's what happened last time. It was sort of not quite on the perfect opposite, but kind of on the opposite side in the daylight. So let's see. We are at the only non-human signature here right now, at least. Nothing else untoward. Wouldn't be, but yeah, no, that's it. So yeah, okay, well, been there, done that. Oh, whoa, whoa, not so fast, Caspian. I'm trying to see them from here. Yep, there it is. See, even from the Caspian window, you can kind of see it like pretty good. Right there. So they were gone and they were back, so there are definitely Thargoids coming to this planet. Wouldn't that be something? Me and Jules, we both have our Goid fighting ships with us on the Odyssey, so I would welcome the challenge 100% for sure. And I'm sure a lot of other people have brought their ships ready for that final Titan. If anybody is listening, you know that's what we're waiting for. You know that's why we came on this trip. Because we're like, if they ever give us one more Titan, it's gonna be on Distant Worlds 3. So, just saying. Okay, and we're back up in there. And let's do the journey back. Of course, gotta get back to the carrier because that is actually leaving tomorrow. Or actually maybe even late tonight, I don't know. They're traveling on weekdays. With the American times, with the American time schedule, it's a bit oh, wait a minute. See, this is the thing, this literally happens. I have a star here where it's night, and because the rest of the night there's like so few stars, you could actually like make the mistake of steering straight into a planet, because anywhere else in the universe you will notice a black spot in the sky almost immediately and be like, hey, there's something there, right? It's on the opposite, there's something dark there, and you avoid it. But here you kind of get out of the habit almost, and you can see for yourself. It's like a barely visible dark spot. But I almost super cruised right into it there. See, that's from behind the horizon. Okay, here we go. Bye-bye, unique, interesting Thargoid system, and thank you for another supply of mysterious Thargoid artifacts. We will cherish you. How many jumps have we got? Oh, 12, so that's very doable, so we don't really need to refuel, so we can just make this a nice 12 jump little speed run. such a different sound than Anaconda. The Anaconda is such a monstrous beast. Like the sound is like a, yeah. This sounds so civilized compared to the Anaconda. Young bright star. Very big, very big star.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I wonder if that is a skill that actually transfers. Like you can judge the size of stars by their kind of, yeah, what the vibrations look like and what the size of the, you know, the, again, the waves and stuff are. But it's kind of subtle. I wonder if you showed elite players pictures of like actual stars, like let's look at sort of this view of actual stars, if they would actually be able to, by their developed instinct over doing this, be able to just from a picture tell which suns are bigger and which are smaller. That would be an interesting experiment actually.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive.
A special human ability derived from navigating perhaps our best, most realistic, most scientifically honest recreation of the Milky Way galaxy.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Almost halfway there already.
Frameshift drive charging.
Side step.
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
What a daily commute, huh? quite amazing traveling back to the carrier. I think over months people always will develop some type of relationship to almost anything they deal with, you know. So when you're playing this game and you're with a bunch of other people and you just always come back to this traveling point kind of in space, and that place actually has like a bar and like a viewpoint where people actually meet, like they're literally walking around in there and people are like talking to each other and, you know, playing other games, what kind of the ship travels between like major waypoints. It's kind of like, you know, actually being there, but kind of a digital version of actually being there in this very exclusive club of a few thousand people that are just out here in this digital universe somewhere. It's like almost impossible to just get, you know, there's so much required that it's, yeah, it actually like feels like a real place almost. It's very strange, but very cool. Like, who knew that that's actually possible? Like, I've met people now here on Distant Worlds, and a few years from now I'll be able to say, yeah, I know this guy from when we were making a trip to the simulated Milky Way galaxy together. Like, what kind of, you know, how I met somebody in the story is that. It's kind of cool. Never thought you know, say that sentence, right? And I mean, who cares if it's real? If your brain can't tell the difference while you're looking at it, then really, what is the point? Who can tell the difference? Okay, white star. I think we're here, probably. Or maybe there's one other white star on the way, but I think probably we have arrived. Hello. Yes, Odysseus, somewhere in the sky, yes. It's a little SEO pump just because that's what we're doing today. We're messing with the SEO capabilities of the Caspian. And a very interesting experiment it for sure was. This is usually also the moment when I actually come into the Odysseus from a trip. Then, you know, some of my friends come online and say, hey, what are you doing? And then I'll be like, yeah, I'm just arriving back. Oh, well, I want to go do this. And then it's, well, do I sign on for another 2 hours or what do I do, you know? So what was that? One was flying really close. And here we are. Hello. Our home away from home.
Docking request accepted.
Well,
You are welcome to approach, Commander.
we've been accepted on board. I actually during the trip once missed the carrier. I came just too late home. So the ship was still there. I requested permission to come on board, but it was negative, hyperspace jump about to go into progress. And I had to actually float here and watch her jump away, and I had to do like 30 jumps or something to catch up. So that was kind of funny and scary at the same time to be just, you know, left in the middle of the universe like that. Caspian view of the incoming carrier is as spectacular as anything else looks on the Caspian. Since they were so kind to give us a convenient landing spot right here. It's interesting how perspective changes in space are instant no matter what orientation you have. It's also kind of a weird, interesting thing about this. And another perfectly executed manual landing. Well, VR Florian watchers, if you were watching, thank you for joining this little trip with me. And I think for the finish here, if you hadn't seen it yet, I made this little trailer. So if you hadn't seen it yet, enjoy. Just training my gun aiming skills right here. I haven't got target and rock one, so I got to practice something. And this Cobra is perfect for target practice.
Shit. This is crazy.
have to say this is one of those moments where I'm like, I'm pretty happy that I win on this expedition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hope you enjoyed that, and well, that's it's for my flying today. So let's get back into that exact same ship. There's a beautiful beluga is coming up here beside me, taking off. Who knows where? Oh, I can turn my lights on right now. Since we're not cruising asteroid belt right now. Okay, well, that was it for the show today. Please like and subscribe, and if you've got ideas for particular areas I should visit while I'm here, also let me know in the comments. And thank you all